Continuing our mini-series on the Quick Lube SSV divider valve, let's talk about the fittings and accessories available to make your system as efficient and robust as your application. I've gone ahead and set up a couple valve assemblies with different examples of feed lines and fittings. On my right is the Quick Link setup, in the middle are compression fittings, and on the left is the threaded adapter valve. Before we get too far in the fittings discussion, a few key reminders about the SSV valves. Outlets 1 and 2 must never be plugged. They require a feed line attached to both for the valve to cycle correctly. To crossport or redirect lubricant to the next outlet, these closer plugs must be used. Each outlet with a feed line requires outlet fittings equipped with ferrules to ensure lubricant is dispensed from that outlet. Let's begin with the Quick Link fittings. These fittings are handy as their name implies. Lines and steel hose studs are quickly attached with the simple insert and press to engage the jaws. This allows for quick system installation to your equipment as well as easy maintenance when installed in areas subjected to light contamination. There are two types of outlet adapter Quick Link fittings, which we identify simply as the knurled collar fittings or the smooth or reinforced collared fittings. The difference between them is the hose connection types they can accept. Referring to the SAE style fittings and accessories offering, the knurled collar fittings accept the 1/4" OD nylon tubing. The smooth collar or reinforced fittings will only accept the stud attached to our high pressure 1/8" ID line. In applications where these fittings will be subjected to contaminant-rich environment, we recommend installing dust boots over the collars to reduce the risk of debris accumulating in the collar area and causing the collar to seize. The next fittings are the compression style. Typically used in high contamination areas, these are used with ease of future maintenance or rework in mind. A wrench is all that is needed to loosen the nut and remove the hose or tubing. These fittings accept 1/4" steel and nylon tubing along with the 1/4" steel hose studs of the high pressure line. The last fitting style is the threaded fitting. These fittings convert the outlet to an 1/8" NPT thread, where heavy-duty high-pressure hose may be used. Popular construction, this allows for the use of 1/8" ID high-pressure hose along with the field installable hose ends. If this hose is still not applicable, high-pressure hydraulic line of your choice or original equipment requirements may be used in their place. For all three outlet fitting types, we have checked and non-checked versions. The checked version is recommended for low volume or large systems. For high volume, manual, or frequently cycled systems, use the fittings without checks to avoid potential check failure due to high volume and pressure buildup. During maintenance of these valves, if you remove any fittings from the valve, make sure the ferrule is removed as well as discarded. If the ferrule is left in the port during rework and plugged, this will cause the valve to lock due to the ferrule closing the crossport passage, keeping lubricant from flowing to the next open outlet. Be sure to follow all torque specifications. Over-torquing the fittings into the outlet may accidentally block ports, locking the valve. Also, due to the high tolerances of the pistons, should the mounting bolts be torqued down too tight, it may slightly deform or compress the valve body and stop the piston motion. To assist in system troubleshooting, and if space allows, we recommend attaching a high-pressure T with a high-pressure fitting to manually cycle the valve for testing or additional lubrication purposes. Please be aware not all lubrication fittings are created equal. Most standard fittings are equipped with a single dirt-excluding ball check. They are not rated to hold any type of back pressure. We have developed a fitting with a double ball check designed specifically for use in these systems. The last item is feedback monitoring. This is the only time we recommend removal of one of these slotted closure plugs. An optional piston detector mounted to any one of the piston ports allows a dedicated controller or an integrated pump the ability to operate using the signal from the detector to count the number of cycles and shut the pump off, ending the lube cycle. Using a piston detector will also monitor if a system is functioning. If the pump, controller board, or dedicated controller fails to see a signal after a predetermined amount of time, a fault will occur and require a service call to further diagnose the fault. I hope this video helps explain the usage of our different hoses and fittings. If you have any further questions on this topic or any further questions on our products, please don't hesitate to contact our technical support staff or your area Lincoln distributor or representative. Looking for a demonstration or explanation of one of our products? Let us know by leaving a note in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.